Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in tonight's session. This is the Business That Sells webinar October edition. If you're excited about this month's edition, I want you to give a fire emoji. Just giving a fire emoji. If you're excited about this month's edition, send in your fire emoji. Let's see. Send in your fire emoji. Let's see that you're excited about this edition. All right, awesome, amazing. So, as we all know, a lot of things are happening on the online space. And I mean a lot of things. I'm talking to business owners, I'm talking to entrepreneurs, I'm talking to individuals who are doing business online. And we get to see a lot of persons probably, complain about the fact that, oh, I post every day, but I'm not selling. I do this every day, but I'm not selling. Just like I told us on the group, right? That posting is not marketing. That you are posting on social media, that you are posting on your social media is not marketing. It's not marketing. Okay, so you need to know how to market right. You need to know how to market your business right. And one of the most important things that you need to know when you are doing your marketing is to make sure that you know how to create offers that are sellable, offers that will sell themselves, right? Offers that when people see it, even when you are sleeping at midnight, they will just want to buy without actually even getting in contact with you directly. So that's what we'll be looking at this month of October. We're going to be looking at how to create sellable offers as a product or service provider. So again, I want you to share this so that your friends and every other person can also be a part of this. All right. So please make sure you share this so that everybody can be a part of it. So tonight we have our amazing facilitator, joining us. I'm going to be introducing her shortly. And trust me, by the time she's done, you would attest to the fact that, yes, she knows so much about this particular topic. So I want everyone to have their writing materials. Make sure your writing materials are with you. Make sure your ears are wide open to hear. Yes, the reason why you're supposed to have your writing materials is because you may not be able to remember everything that you hear tonight. But when you are jotting down, when you're having things written down, it will help you understand better. It will help you get to hear things, remember what has been taught rather better. So tonight, we have our facilitator for tonight. She's my friend, she's my sister. Well, right now, for this particular purpose, she's our facilitator, right? And I'm going to be introducing her shortly. So we already know we did an unveiling of our facilitator for this month, and we already know the person of Mrs. Esther Odemwingie-Disu. But I'm going to be reading her bios to us shortly so that we can all get to meet her. So Esther Odemwingie-Disu is a corporate event manager and the creative director of the Smilepreneur Solutions that helps plan and execute corporate events such as conferences, boot camps, seminars, masterclass, award ceremonies, workshop, product launches. In one statement, Esther is committed to bringing your dream corporate event to reality. So what this means is if you have any event that you want to, any corporate event that you want to organize, or someone having a corporate event that needs a corporate event manager, Esther is the go-to person for that. She has successfully managed groundbreaking corporate events in Benin City and Lagos, designing experiences that guests rave about. Esther is the convener of the biggest personal development event in South Nigeria, tagged the B Game Conference, where 6,200 individuals participated in the first edition online in 2022 and 2023-2024 editions in Benin City with over 1,000 participants, which will make it first of its kind in Benin City, whose impact is still felt till date. She is passionate about volunteering, networking, personal development, digital literacy, and has been able to leverage social media for impact, influence, and income. Now, one important thing that we also need to know that is not on our bio at the moment is that, Esther is actually very good when it comes to copywriting, right? And In fact, it's from that particular point that when she actually writes out a copy for you, for your business will just be selling out. And of course, you already know that she's in the right position to actually take us this session for tonight. So I want us with a virtual clapping and our fire emojis on the comment section. I want us to make welcome our facilitator for tonight, Mrs. Esther Odemwingie-Disu. You're welcome, Ma. You have the floor. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Okay, good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you so much. Please
Good
confirm that you
evening.
can hear me clearly.
I can hear you loud and clear, and I'm sure that every other person can hear you too.
Okay. Um, Once again, thank you so much for the opportunity to come talk to your community. I do not take it for granted. And good evening, everybody. Well done if you are joining us from YouTube or any of the streaming platforms. So today we are looking at an amazing topic which I believe it's for everybody, not just for entrepreneurs, not just even if you are a 9 to 5, it's for everybody, even if you're a student. So that's what we are going to be exploring in this month's edition, how to create sellable offers. Because it's one thing to create an offer, it's another thing to create the one that actually sells. A lot of persons in the online space, they create offers. So let's start from what's an offer. When you hear the word offer, what comes to mind? It's simple. The word is just big. It simply means you packaging a solution to a certain problem. That's the meaning of offer. That's the meaning of offer. Packaging a solution to a specific problem. That's the definition of offer. And it can cut across different things. It can be in form of an ebook, it can be in form of a training, it can be in form of courses, it can be in form of workbook. You know, different form of offers. We are going to be exploring all of that this evening, but I just wanted us to understand what offer means. So when you hear the word offer, it's simple. It's you looking at a certain challenge, a certain problem, okay, and be like, okay, you know what, I'm going to package a solution for this. Once you're able to do that, you've created an offer already. Okay, so but the major thing we are looking at this evening is how to create the one that sells. Because you can just sit down there and say, oh, I've been creating this offer thing people are talking about. If it's ebook, I have, oh, if it's courses, I have, oh, if it's trainings, I have, but they are still not selling. So we are going to be looking at costly mistakes and also exploring, okay, why is it not working for you? Because if it's working for that person and it's not working for you, then you, so to say, you are the problem. It's not the offer. Sometimes it's the offer, sometimes it's you, sometimes it's the positioning. So there are different angles to it. Basically, I've been creating offers since 2020 in the online space. So when it comes to offers, it can be divided into two aspects. That's for products and for services. In case we have some service-based people here with us this evening, or you are into products strictly. A lot of times, some persons don't know that you can create offers as a service professional, as somebody that's, when I mean service, for example, you have a skill and you're offering it as a service to somebody. So many persons, they don't know they can create offers from it. Like I said, I've been creating offers since July 2020 and I've been doing it product based. Remember, I said the type of product based offers we have can be ebooks, the most popular one. Anybody can just write ebook. As a matter of fact, my birthday this year, when I completed 27, I wrote 9 books, 2 free, 7 paid, 27, 2 free and 7 paid. That was what I actually did, and it was massive, honestly. It was crazy. Though there were several strategies I ensured I followed in ensuring that I sold out. So we're going to be exploring parts of those things. Please a minute. We're going to be exploring parts of those things. Okay. So just pay attention so that the one that concerns you, you'll be able to pick it. So I said I did 2 free books and 7 paid books. That's an offer in form of an ebook. Like I would always say, anybody at all can write an ebook. In case you are sitting here right now and you don't even have anything that is bringing in money for you, let's say in the online space, and you are thinking of what offer can I create. Remember, we've talked about the definition of offer already. And I'm wondering, see, let me tell you, no matter what you're even earning, even if you're a career professional, having offers can be another stream of income for you. If you are being paid 1 million naira monthly, you will not be here. So I would want to assume that we here, now, including me, we are not earning up to that amount a year, a month, sorry. Maybe as a career professional, for example. So even if you say, oh, I work, this and this, you can still take out time to create offers that can be on autopilot and will just be, even in your absence, the money is coming for you. We are going to be exploring a couple of those things tonight and different type of offers you can create. So for me, basically, let me share my screen and show us something. Okay, a minute, please. Let's talk about service-based persons first. Okay. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, I can see your screen. I believe every other
Okay,
person too
thank
can
you.
see your screen.
Thank you. So, for example, though I don't use this price tag anymore, I've upgraded. So, for example, because it was, I think, early this year that I transitioned into corporate event management. And so, persons will think I've been into it for the past how many years. Like Deborah rightly said, I've been a copywriter from that time. But just this year, I said, you know what, I want to transition into this thing because I've organized my own events, help people organize theirs, and I'm like, I'm good at this thing. I know what I'm doing. So I have to convert that passion, that skill into a business. Let me quickly say this: it might be for just one person. In case you are here this evening, you don't have anything you are doing that is bringing money for you. You need to begin to search within yourself. What's that thing you love doing without stress? As I'm speaking to you right now, I have 2 events tomorrow that I project managed, one in Benin City, one in Lagos. And I'm still here this evening in this meeting and I'm not looking that stressed. Why? Because planning events is something I love doing. As at yesterday, I slept 4 a.m. trying to put so many things in place, especially for the Benin, because I'm currently in Lagos. I will not be around for the one for Benin. So I want to ensure that the team over there, they have a step-by-step blueprint in carrying out every single thing for the events tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have to convert that my passion, that thing I love doing, organizing, into a business. Because nobody will just pay you if you say, you know what, I love managing events. People will not just pay you like that. So you have to convert it into an offer. That's what we are talking about this evening. Like I said, an offer is when you package a solution to somebody's problem or a certain challenge. So, for example, you have people that want to plan their events, but they don't have that time. They don't even have that energy because working with team members can be so tiring. They don't have that energy. It can be time consuming. They don't have that time. They just need somebody to be in charge, and theirs is just to bring the money that will fund the event or go and source for partners and all of those things. That's the challenge of most conveners, of most people that want to plan their events, physical events to be precise. That's the challenge of most of them. So I have to say, okay, this is their challenge, this is their problem. I have to package a solution and offer to them, and they pay me for it. The event I'm planning in Benin now, it's not free. It's not free. So you must begin to look at, if you are creating an offer, you must begin to ask yourself, what particular challenge? We're looking at how to create sellable offers. The first question is, what particular challenge is this thing I'm creating even solving? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. If you cannot tell yourself the truth about what it's solving, that's the first problem. The people out there cannot understand. If you yourself you cannot understand, So that's the first checklist. This thing I'm putting out there, this offer, either service based or product, what particular problem is it solving? Now, I was able to understand that, okay, you know what, this is the problem I'm solving for these people, giving them peace of mind, them buying time, me working with team members on their behalf, and all of those things. I carry the stress on my head, on my shoulder, while they are just moving, doing their thing. So I have to now create an offer around this thing, because it's not just enough for me to be shouting, I can help you do this, I can help you do that. Nobody cares. So you have to now intentionally create an offer around it. What are some of those things I can put together and give these people? So this is a document for me. That, like I said, I've upgraded all of these things. I've even created a website for it, but I'll just run us through. This for service-based business, in case you do service here. So there's an offer I created, and this is it. It's into three. So another thing you must begin to understand for your offer, give people options. If you're a service-based business, you need to give people options. Don't just give them one package. Don't just give them one package. You need to give them options, three at least or at most, so that it's not too much. So for here, I did something called do it yourself package as an event manager. Do it yourself, it's no longer 50,000 naira now, obviously. Then I have another offer, done with you package. Then I have another offer, okay, this is done with you. Then I have another offer, done for you package. This is not what I use again now, Shabo. Let me use it to explain. So those are the three packages. What does that mean? Do it yourself. I've now converted it into a community. So you join my community, and I teach all of you together as a group on how to go and plan your event. You are doing it yourself. You are doing it yourself. I teach you people, you go and execute. I will not be there with you. You will not disturb me. You just, it's a 12 weeks coaching program, group coaching. I teach you and you just go. That's do it yourself. It's a package. It's a service I'm offering. Oh yeah, carry go. Now the next one you will see here is done with you. This one is done with you package. So what I'm trying to explain to us, yours might not give you this title, but ensure that you have something like this as a service-based business. Not everybody, the truth is not everybody can afford you working for them, for example. Not everybody. So for example, I'm planning this event for somebody. He pays me. He say, you know what, handle every single thing. I just want to come on the event day as the convener that I am and enjoy the moment. So that one, you have the money to pay. There are some conveners that they cannot pay for that. They are like, teach me. I want to do it myself. So I would not say those people are not my target audience. One mistake a lot of you make is just because you have one package and a service-based business doing it for people, you not think every other person they are not your target audience. You are leaving money on the table. You need to factor in, okay, those that cannot pay for this, what else can I create for them? Those that cannot pay for option B, what else can I create for them? Okay, so this done with you package, for example, now I say, okay, it's just beyond the group coaching. This time around, it's your one-on-one, done with you, me and you. We are doing it together. I pegged it 120, and I have a couple of persons that have, we've explored this together. You can go to my page on Instagram, you see it on our pinned post there. Several testimonials done with you, right? Some persons don't like group thing. So after this done with me, offering my service to them, granting them access, teaching their team. So what I did here, I did not just tell them one-on-one, you can come, we are doing it. I have to create an offer around it. For example, I told them, I will have 2 strategic trainings with your team members. Yes, I will not be working directly with them every day, telling them what to do. But I'm going to have 2 trainings with them. This thing I'm telling you now is going to be an eye-opener for you, but you will not understand. These are things that brings me money. You will not understand. So, but you will understand now that I'm breaking it down. So I told them, the offer, I'm not adding all of these things. So I'll give you an example. It's just like saying you want to prepare a goosey soup. You bring the melon, right? You bring the melon. Only the melon cannot prepare the soup. You need to add seasoning cube, you need to add salt, you need to add onions, you need to add pepper, you need to add maybe crayfish if you use crayfish. You will need all of those ingredients to ensure you have a sweet soup. You cannot just be eating egusi like that. That's how sellable offers are. Some of you just give your audience egusi and you say like the raw melon, you say this is the melon, go and prepare it as soup, or you prepare raw egusi for them to be eating like that. It will not follow. So you need to start thinking what are a couple of things I can add. Now I'm not saying you start adding lifetime bonuses, or how do they say it, all those lifetime access to me, all those things that does not follow, or the offer is 1,000 naira and you are doing all the bonuses is worth 500,000 naira. All of those things are not offers currently. Yes, it was working back then in 2020 down to 2022 or 3, but right now things are changing. If you are bringing out a 1,000 naira training offer, for example, and you write that your bonuses are over 1 million naira or something, you'll be seen as an unserious person. We've gone past that already. Yes, all of us did it. We've gone past that already. So you need to start, especially as a service-based business. What are some of those things I can now add to ensure this thing is sweet? So, for example, I tell them things like training. I'll train your team members, because some of these volunteers for events, they don't know what to do. So I come on board, I train them. I've been doing that. Then I tell them I'm going to market their events to consistently on my Facebook. I currently have 30,000 plus followers, and it's going to be a big visibility for them. Yours might not be that, depending on the nature of your own business. Do you understand what I'm trying to do now? So right now, as a corporate events manager, as a business owner, I'm not just managing people's events. I have another offer that I can work with you one-on-one in doing all of these things. So if money is not, if no events to manage for 6 months, I'm not broke. Why? Because conveners will come and meet me to teach them. Do you get? That's done with you. You need to sit down and create it and attach a price. And you know the funny thing with all of these things, I'm not paying for anything, maybe except data. I don't have a physical class that I'll say, okay, I'm going to rent all, I'll pay for this, I'll pay for this. I'm not paying for everything is strictly online. Maybe only data that I would buy. So it's still big profit for me. And the next offer is done with you. This one is now where is it called? We are now looking, obviously, it cannot be 200,000 naira again. I've got past all this one. So I'm now looking at, I'm working with you directly, helping you source venue, help you get recommended volunteers to work with, help you manage your budget, help you look for vendors, help you craft order of programs, help you manage speakers, help you, post event evaluation, and all of those things. Do you understand? So you see now that as a service-based person, I've been able to craft 3 offers still under my niche. Do you understand? I've been able to craft 3 offers still under my niche. So after now, you should go back as a service-based business. Nobody has patronized me. See, when I see all of those things, I laugh. You don't know how to create offer. You don't know. Thank God, copywriting actually helped me a lot in knowing all of these things. Sometimes I just sitting down there for 6 months. You said nobody has patronized you as a service-based business, depending on what you are offering. You don't need to say that kind of thing. While you are waiting for people to patronize you, create a done for you, a done with you package. Create a do it yourself package. That thing you're offering as a service to people. People want to learn it too. That can be a do it yourself package. Let me even, so that I'm not talking theory. Do we have service-based business here? Let's be more realistic. Let me see in the comment section. Do we have anybody that runs? There's a service-based. I don't know if this is streaming elsewhere. So if we have responses from other platforms.
Yes, it's
Do we
streaming
even
on
have?
YouTube. It's streaming on YouTube. We haven't gotten
Okay.
any response yet. Anyway.
Okay, I wanted to be more practical and use the service of somebody to create an offer. But since we
So
don't, I'll just
your business might be in the next. If you have a service-based business, kindly respond what a business is so that it can be used as a practical example. for you to follow.
Yes, I wanted to be more practical so that people are not saying nobody has patronized me for CISO, blah blah blah. No, while you're waiting for all those things, begin to ask yourself, what else can I do right now? That service, can you offer it one as a one-on-one offer to somebody? So you now need to sit down and start creating the offer. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? Do we get? So maybe while we wait for that, I'll just
We have
go
a
over
response.
to
Someone said he's a fashion designer.
okay, beautiful fashion designer. So while you are waiting for people to bring their material for you to sew for them or some yes, that kind of thing, you can create an offer for a one-on-one consultation. There are some people in the fashion industry that somebody like me, I'm not really good when it comes to maybe even merging colors together to wear. I'm trying my best these days. So you can if you are good at that, maybe with color combination when it comes to materials and all of those things. There's somebody on this. In fact, this same fashion designing thing we are talking about now is what we are calling tailoring then. So much so that if you tell somebody that you are a tailor or you want to learn tailoring, that time they'll be like, maybe because your parents could not put you in school or all those kind of things. But now it's a big deal. Do you see what Prudence is doing on Instagram? I'm very sure you know Prudence Gabriel. Do you see what she's doing on Instagram? Do you see, yeah, Vicky James, the Almighty, all of you, your role models? Do you see what she's doing on Instagram in the fashion industry? Prudence and the likes. Now, it's not a big deal. Currently, I think she's on a tour, if maybe the UK or thereabouts. What is she doing? She's touring, doing consultation for this brides to be and all of those things, right? So you might want to begin to, I don't know if you're into bridal wears and all of that. There are some brides that they might even have the money, right? But they don't know what to sew or what to put on. So you can create a consultation offer. This time around, you don't necessarily have to be the one to even sew the clothes for them, but just a consultation whereby they get to express themselves and let you know how they want everything to be for their clothing and get to advise them. You don't necessarily have to be the one to say it, but what a lot of emerging fashion designers just know is that until somebody comes and say they want to sew, that's the only way I can offer my services. It does not work like that. Secondly, there are some persons right now, if you are very good at what you do, they might have the passion, but they want to learn. So they don't want to come and meet you to sew for them. They want to learn how to sew for themselves. Can you also craft an offer for that? It does not necessarily have to be physical all the time, because you might say, before you can teach somebody how to sew, we need to open a physical shop first. We need to do this, we need to do this. There are so many things you can put people through in the online space. Don't limit yourself if you cannot afford a physical shop yet. If your service is have to be physically based, you don't need to limit yourself. You can create a done that would be like a do-it-yourself package. It will be do it. I think I've heard a story where somebody learns how to sew from YouTube online. Secondly, if you're not getting clients right now, you can also create an offer that might not necessarily bring immediate return, but maybe focus on putting out your stuff on YouTube, right? Creating content that will be on YouTube, so much so that when people are going to your page to see all of these things, it's generating revenue from you. That's another stream of income as a fashion designer. So you need to sit down and start thinking, what are some other things I can explore without leaving your niche? I was sharing on Facebook the other day that multiple streams of income does not mean you are doing this business, you are doing another one, you are doing another one. You can be confused. You can get multiple streams of income even from one niche. I think that's what I'm saying. Even from one niche, you can write a book on how to look well even with your somebody like me. I don't like Ankara, right? There's nothing you want to tell me about it. I don't really fancy it. But if I even see These days when we are going for ceremony, afrobeats and all of those, sometimes Ankara, and can even get to a point when you write. Don't see, let me tell you the truth. You don't need to be an author before you create an offer in form of an ebook. You don't need to be a writer. You don't need to be an author. Do you understand? WPS is there for you. Pen down your thoughts into writing. Have a book cover for it and see how you can push it out. Remember what I said. Ensure anything you are doing is a solution to a challenge. So you need to sit down and ask yourself, what is the challenge this thing is? What is the challenge this offer I've created is solving? Once you're able to defend that, you are good to go. Okay, so our dear fashion designer, you need to start exploring. You need to start exploring all of these ways outside just waiting for a customer to bring material for you to sell. Thank God for the online space. You need to start exploring all of these things. So let's move on because of them. This was service based. Okay, let me share with us some of the offers I've also created that are product based. I'll go to my seller page now. So you can see my seller page. Do you see different offers? This is page 1. Okay, page 2. I just have to. Let me quickly use this one to make an example. This is my NYC diary. It was just my experience I packaged into an ebook. So there is one type of offer called experiential offer. That one is just your experience you are selling. No experience is a waste, except maybe some that you really don't want to put out. But like I said, if it's a solution to a challenge, let me even show us an example. You see, this is my NYC diary. I wrote it in 2022. Okay, COVID was 2020. I wrote it 2022, and this is 2025. Let me show us something so that you guys will understand what this is 2025, but 3 years later, somebody, I don't know if I can see that chart. Please just give me a minute. I need to show you practical example. Okay, thank God, evidence is here. Can you see my chart with this person? Please confirm you can see my chart with this person. Is anybody with me, please?
Yes, we can see it. Yes, we can see it.
Okay, this was on Tuesday. Just Tuesday here. Today is Friday. Today is Friday. Just Tuesday here. A book I wrote 3 years ago. This lady reached out to me. Okay, we were chatting concerning WhatsApp. WhatsApp is handy because of our large contact, and she was like on Tuesday here. She was like, "Thank you, ma, for your NYC book. It influenced a lot of things that happens to me in camp. I was posted to Benue State, like this current state. Oh, so she's not sharing testimony from 5 years, 3 years ago. This current state, and she said this is what happened. She just won 800,000 naira grant. What happened? She said my book helped her because I talked about some of these things in the book. She said I started telling people about my TV, like you said, to reach out to people and talk about what you do during NYSC. You also talked about taking bold steps and bold moves. I decided to contest for entrepreneurship grants, and I came out first place. 800,000 naira, like that copper. Now that couple that are receiving, I think 30-something thousand naira. This one don't collect 800K like this, and she just left camp. So I said, you'll send me money before we continue this chat. She's not laughing. Thank God I ever had to open this chat. I'll tell her that I'm not joking. No, I'm not joking. You'll send me something. Do you understand? This was Tuesday. A book I wrote 3 years ago, solving the problems of coppers, just from my experience. I did not have to go anything. I wrote that book in one night. God bear me witness. And it was a night to when I would release the book. The way I sell my offers, especially ebooks, if I want to sell my ebook, I will start selling before I start writing. Because I know if I want to wait to finish that book, I will never finish it. All the books I've sold, I will create a wait list, put a price on it. People will start joining that wait list. I will be selling. Few days to go, I will not remember that, I've not written book. I will now start writing it. And it's not a problem for me because majority of these books, I write them from my experience. This NYC that I wrote it in one night. I just sat and I was tapping from my head, designed a cover page on it, and I pushed it out, and it has been helping lives. This is just one of them. So my point is, if you have anything, this is another type of offer I'm talking about right now. In as much you know it's a solution to somebody's challenge, it will help a certain group of people. For example, this book, I know it will help coppers because I was posted to a village and I was able to maximize it and make good use of that one year. You know, I packaged it and I titled it my NYC diary. How I act my 12 months of NYC, how I assessed opportunities, and I never touched a dime of my 33,000 naira allowance. And coppers they're rushing this book. So you might want to start thinking towards that thing, what's that experience you have? There's a solution to people's problem. What's that experience you've had? There's a solution to some challenges. That one it might not be we are looking at product based now. We've talked about service. It might not be related to what you do or what you are known for. It might just be you helping people with that offer. So how to create a sellable offer right now, it's also based on if you are creating an offer of ebook, your title should be sellable. Your subtitle of the book should be sellable. Don't just be see, people will always judge the content by what's in the outside when it comes to your book. So except you are a big name already in the writing industry, being an author. If you are not, no matter how well you've written things inside that book as an offer, people don't care. It starts from your title. If you can see this my subtitle now, it's very attractive, very convincing. So you must sit down and start thinking, how can I make it convincing? Then your ebook cover too should be attractive. Okay, so that's just one aspect of how to put together a sellable offer. Then your pricing too, then your marketing as well. So these are a couple of offers on my page. Sometimes I just sit down, anything about my experience, I just put it into an ebook. Right. So for example, this one is also my experience, how I build and maintain quality relationships. People bought the book. This one too, my experience, how to make money from your skill. This one too, I volunteer a lot, and it has helped my life. I packaged it into an ebook, how to help volunteers, different things. You might eventually want to get this book if you want to. I said you don't need to be a professional author before you write your book. You may eventually get this if you want to create an offer on an ebook, right? I want to buy this book as at now. So it can be passive income for you. Creating sellable offers, it can be passive income for you as well. Now let's look at, let me just run us through the type of offers. Okay, lastly, I'll just run us through the type of offers. Okay, type of offers that you can consider can be, I've talked about that one of just now. The another type of offer that I do a lot can also be bundle offer. What I mean by bundle offer, maybe putting together 3 of your books, putting together 3 aspects of your services. They can serve as bundle. So let's say, for example, I said event strategy session plus training your volunteers plus marketing your event. Those 3 things can serve as bundle, and I will create it as an offer. Okay, so we can also have an offer of what is it called now? Membership offer, subscription based offer. That's what I'm currently doing right now in my community. 25,000 naira for 3 months. People that don't know how to plan their event themselves and cannot afford an event manager, they are in my community for 3 months. I'm training them on how they can go and do their thing. So that can be a subscription based offer. So by the end of 3 months, you know that some cash is coming in already. Do you get? So that's your service or whatever you do. You want to look at, okay, what can I do that can be a subscription based offer? What can make people keep renewing their subscription every month or every 3 months with me? What value as touching this my niche can I create like that? Okay, So another offer, what some people do, they do pay what you can afford offer. So that kind of thing, maybe it will not cost you anything. Like those books I've written now, I did not use money to print them. I did not pay professional what is it called, book editor. Nothing. So I can give you that book for 1,000 naira. I can give another person for 5,000 naira. I can give another for 10,000 naira. I can give another person for free. It did not cost me anything. Just my time in writing it. And the good thing is you can create certain offer once and you continue to reap from it. They are called evergreen offers. And an example is that my NYC diary. Till NYC say, okay, we are no longer doing NYC, that book will continue to bring money for me till then. So they are called evergreen offers. So you want to start thinking, what's an evergreen offer that can create that season in, season out, it will still be relevant. Okay, that's another type of offer you can create. There's this offer called tripwire offer. It was a lot of us do it. So you can create a low cost, so maybe between 1,000 naira to 5,000 naira. Use it to draw people in, then you sell something higher to them. I'll give you an example. So this is my community for the subscription based, where they pay 25,000 naira for 3 months. Now this is this lady coming to meet me. That this lady in the group of 25,000 naira in 3 months. Now she's coming to meet me that you stirred up some. Okay, we had our first session in the group, and she was like, "You stirred up something in me. I don't have it all figured out, but I'm definitely going all out. I ask questions a lot, so I want to upgrade for one-on-one access." Do you see it? I want that one is group coaching done with you. No, that one is like done for you package. Now this one will be done with you one-on-one. And it's 100 and something thousand naira, and she will pay because she's the one that requested for it. Right? Somebody that can pay 25,000 can also pay 150k, can pay 200k. Do you get? So my point is, I was talking about tripwire offer, a situation where somebody can come in for a low amount, and when they see value in that thing, it can even be your book. When they see value in that book, they're like, no, what else? I need something higher. Without you even asking. I did not ask them because we just started. In fact, that was just 1 week into the program. We had about 11 weeks to go. It's a 12-week program, and she's asking for one-on-one already. That she's fired up. Do you get my point? So that's another type of offer. It's called tripwire. Do something very low and put so much value in it, so much so that the people are asking for more. Okay, I want to believe do we get what I'm saying? Let me see it in the chat room. Let me know if we are following. Did you get what I'm saying? Okay, so in all of these things I've said, you don't need to create all the offers. Okay, it's for you to start looking at out of all of these things now that you've said, which of them can I apply to what I'm currently doing. Okay, and trust me when I say, when you put this thing into practice, you will see the results. It happens. It's not them say. I've seen it. It happens. Okay, so that's how we join the curtain for tonight, and I want to believe you got one or two things from this session. So let's just take maybe one or two questions, as that might prompt me to say other things I've not said. So thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much. We are really very happy that you had this session with us. I want to believe that every other person as well too got a lot of value from this. Personally, I did get got value. So now it's time for questions. If you have a question, please drop it on the chat. Okay, those on YouTube, please drop it on the chat, all right, so that our facilitator can actually take your questions. But while we wait also for their questions, I would love to ask something, please. So I'm asking this on behalf of those who actually have physical businesses, physical products. How exactly do these people now tend to actually create offers that will make people buy? Yes, I know that the world is digital, and definitely they will still somehow promote these offers online as well too. But as a physical business, as a physical product-based business, how exactly do they now, create offers that would help them sell better in their business?
Okay, the question is kind of vague. I've talked about how they should spot a challenge. That's the first thing. I cannot come and spot a challenge for them. They should open their mind. They should make research. Their eyes should be opened. What are the challenges people are facing that their service can solve? Do you get? They are the ones to discover that one, not me. So a case in point, I'm into event management. And like I said, one of the problems I spotted is that some conveners want to organize their events, but they cannot pay me to come and plan it for them. That's a challenge for them. So I spotted that, and I'm like, okay, you cannot pay me. You cannot pay me from 500K and all of that. No wahala. You bring 120K. Let me do consultation for you. You say, I cannot do one-on-one consultation. I say, okay, no wahala. Oh yeah, come and join group coaching, 25K for 3 months. Do you get? So the first thing is these people should begin to check what are some of the challenges they can provide solutions for. So once they spot any challenge, they should not take it lightly that, oh, this one is small, no, it's no, any challenge at all. So once you're able to spot that, you sit down and begin to ask, okay, what and what can I put together? It's only you that understand your niche better. So for example, I say me, I will not just tell you come for one-on-one consultation. What I'm putting there is I'm going to train your team. What I'm putting there is I'm going to train your team, right? I'm going to market your events. I'm going to join you in marketing your events. So you have to now start thinking, sit down and ask yourself, what and what? Thank God for ChatGPT now. Please, all of you, go and be making use of it. That does not mean you should not be thinking, but at least it will help you. Ask ChatGPT. This is, prompt it well. This is my niche. This is the challenge I've spotted. Create an offer for me around it. That kind of thing. Do you understand? So the first thing is spotting challenges, right? Sitting down and asking yourself, what are some of the things I can put together? What are some of the things I can put together? And once you're able to do that, okay, when I say spot challenge, it might sound too big. What I'm trying to say is, what are the pain points of these people, of your ideal audience? What are their pain points? What are their desires? What are their goals? What are their fears? What do you think keep them up at night? What transformation are they looking for? Do you get? These are some of the things you can use to determine challenge. For example, conveners, I know that their pain point is they will not be able to start, especially if they are busy people, right? One of their pain points can be they don't know how to source for sponsors or partners for their events. Now I can offer them strategy. So there's a pain point already I'm providing solution for. They can have fears as well that how will I market this event so that people will attend me? I know how they can market the event. So I'm solving that problem of their fears. Do you understand? So these are some things you can just, explore. These are some of the things you can just explore. Okay. So you package it, and it can be in form of coaching, it can be in form of templates. These things are wide. It can be in form of templates. Not everything is class, not everything is courses, not everything is training, not everything is ebook. It can be as simple as a coaching offer, a template offer, but ensure that whatever you are doing, you are stating what exactly they will get, what exactly they would expect. Attach urgency to it, and look for what sets you apart in the industry as well. So that's what I would just say concerning that. I know I've said a lot of things, so I don't know if in a way I've answered your question.
Yes, you have answered the question. Thank you so much. So to add to that, remember she gave us, the different types of offers. She talked about bundle offers. Now, bundle offers are not only for, digital products or services alone. It also works well with physical products. right? I'm pretty sure that some of us who actually sell some physical products, you would have seen some sites, take site like maybe Jumia, especially when Jumia is probably doing a Black Friday or something, and some other well-known um and some other well-known businesses, you see them actually putting up, different physical products in place as a bundle that they can actually sell off at a particular price. So yes, as much as a lot more was hammered on service-based business, that doesn't mean that you cannot actually use the same strategies also for your product-based business. And that's why our facilitator has mentioned that before you even do anything, make sure you've actually run a research on your target audience, because you're not going to be selling to yourself, you're going to be selling to people, right? So you need to understand what exactly is it that is really paining them, what's in their heart that's paining them. For you who is selling, let's assume you sell what's the word, which business can I use right now? I'm trying to just think of a business. If you have any product-based business, you can drop it on the comment section so that we can see how we can use that as an example. But what we're just trying to say in essence is that all of this type of offer can, even cheap royal offer, works for product-based business. Yes, you could have a particular product that you can sell to someone at a lower price, and then you could have something else that would actually do that same thing for that person and even more at a higher price, right? So they all work together. All right, thank you very much for that answer. So we have a question from YouTube. The question is it immediately you start posting your offer that you get sales? So that's your
Okay.
question.
Yeah, it's a good question. You must begin to understand that life is in process and you have to intentionally build your brand. Don't just expect that you don't have your social media presence. When they come to your page, it's rubbish that's feed with your page. Especially if you're on Facebook, everybody is tagging you and 99 others. You don't have somebody cannot come to if somebody spends 2 minutes on your page, they cannot understand what you do. Somebody is confused, even down from right from your bio, not even bio, right from your profile picture to your bio and down to your timeline. It's confused. That's one of the reasons why nothing might work for you when it comes to selling in the online space. So you want to pay attention to your personal brand by let your DP be looking like somebody that is serious. Let your bio clearly state what you do, right? Then when they spend 5 minutes on your page, let's be able to know what you are into, at least, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust, and you want to build that intentionally. So if those things are in place, it's not a guarantee that immediately you start selling, you start making money. You have to be patient with yourself. It's a process thing. For example, if I'm to launch these offers that I'm doing right now 3 years ago, I will not make as much money as I'm making now. So some things take time. So you want to be patient with yourself and be consistent. While I was doing copywriting back then, the highest client I had told me that she has been watching me since for the past 2 years or so and watching how I grew with results and all of those things. Then she was like, you are really worth this amount and all of those things. So if you put it out there and you did not say like, oh, I bet this thing is not working, you rest. That's how you will be like that too. So you have to be consistent. If you are putting it out, it's not selling, be consistent. However, you can still be consistent in doing the wrong thing. Oh, that's why you need guidance. That's why you need guidance. If you cannot pay for coaching, for somebody to coach you on that thing you are trying to sell, get materials on it. You want to write an ebook, you want to sell something, maybe your experience or your knowledge, your expertise in your field. You don't know how to put it together. I have material for you, right? Like, okay, yes, I will get knowledge so that it shortens your journey, right? Those periods you would have been able to do something better, it shortens it. So ensure your page is worthy to be looked upon. You are putting content concerning whatsoever you are doing on your page consistently. Because one thing I've known is that a loud beginner will always sell more than a silent expert, no matter how good you are. If you are not showing it on your social media pages, nobody will answer you. Then a beginner will just beat you. So these are a couple of things. Social media page, ensure it's in place. And see my page, for example. So this is my Facebook, for example, right? This is my Facebook. My profile picture, go and take a professional picture. Some of you are doing AI there. I'm not saying AI is not good, but at least for your profile picture, so that somebody is able to know you. See my bio, for example. Do you need help with planning and executing your event? Welcome, visit here. Simple, right? My pinned post include one of the events I've managed. Okay, go to my Instagram, because these things are your offices, but some of you don't treat it like that. It's your office. See my Instagram, for example. I'm intentional about it. The way I'm putting out my content, I'm intentional about it. Yes, from my lifestyle down to my business and all of those things. So my point is, you must be able to first of all position yourself in the online space. And it does not have to, you don't have to be an expert before you start doing that. Okay, as simple as showing up every day with content. And once you've done that, secondly, you don't just carry your offer and put in the faces of people. So when it comes to marketing of your offer, you create anticipation ahead. You don't just one day just wake up, carry your ebook cover, say this ebook is now 5,000 and nobody will answer you. You create anticipation around it, carry your audience along. Even do something like, I have 3 book titles, please help me choose. Even though you know the one you want to use, they want to feel am more, carry them along, right? Oh, right now this book I'm about to say, I don't even know the price to put, so somebody should suggest for me. Post it out there. Even though you know the price, just carry them along, right? As you are writing the book, you say, today I wrote 5 pages of this book, or I'm tired. Play around it. These things are called anticipation in marketing. You are building momentum, not just carrying your offer. Either, okay, I'm talking about ebook, either ebook or anything you want to create as an offer. Don't just put it before their faces. Look for different ways to create anticipation. So that's what I'll just say concerning that. Thank you. I have to run now. Can I take
All
one more
right.
question? I have to run now.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. So I can't see any other question right now at the
Mhm.
moment. I can't see any other question at the moment. Um, but if there are any more questions, definitely I would also send it across and we would also give a response to them. So I see that you have to run along, and we want to sincerely
Mm.
appreciate you for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation and for pouring your heart to us. I believe every other person on this webinar actually got value. So please, I want us to just say a very big thank you to Mrs. Esther Odemwingie-Disu, even as she proceeds to going to, handle an event that is happening tomorrow, events. All right, thank you so much. We would allow you leave now so that we can actually go focus on the other things that you have to do. Thank you so much for your time. Okay. That was a really fantabulous webinar that we had there. And just to really add up to what was actually talked about, to your question, is it immediately you start posting your offer that you get sales? Truth is, there are a lot of things that start tied to that, and I'm sure you already heard our Francisco mention things like that. One, your brand positioning. Two, your consistency. Okay, so you don't necessarily just have to just wake up one morning and then just put out an offer and expect people to actually just come to buy. How exactly are you positioning your brand? Right now, you need to understand that branding as a whole is more of a perception, how people get to perceive you, how people perceive your brand. When people hear the name of your business, whether it's your personal name or it's a business name that you have coined, whichever one, but when they hear your name, your name or your business name, what comes to their minds first? That's branding. So you need to have a very great brand perception, even on the online space and even outside, such that when people see you, people can be able to identify with you even while you're offline, right? And then you need to make sure that as much as possible, you need to make sure that you're consistent in the messenger. So 3 things really. 1 is your branding, 2 is your messaging, and 3 is your consistency. Your messaging matters a lot. What message are you putting out there to your audience? And this actually comes from a lot of things. You need to understand who your target audience are. There's a lot of things that you need to understand and you need to know. So if you don't get these things right, it might be difficult for you to make sales. So just as our facilitator have mentioned, there are processes to this thing. All right, there is nothing like overnight success. Trust me, anyone who you actually see that actually became rich or became wealthy or became famous overnight, check them. You will see that they've been doing a lot of things underneath before that time. Check out people who go viral on social media. When you go to their page, you will see that they've been creating different content before that particular content made them go viral, right? So you need to understand that there's a lot of things involved when it has to do with you making sales. You've created a great offer, yes, but if you have a bad marketing system, your offer might not sell as well too. So you need to have a good marketing system as well too. You need to have a good conversion system as well too. You need to make sure that you're talking to the right audience. Okay, if you're talking to the wrong audience, obviously your offer is going to just fall on deaf ears. All right. So that's it. Now, for those who are actually in the fashion industry, there's somebody here that I want to even give a shout out to. You know, when Deep Styles mentioned fashion design and all those things put together, you know, after I was mentioning how that you can teach people how to combine colors and all that. As I speak to you right now, someone in our community, I mean in the business access community, who is also a part of the accountability circle. I don't know if you can remember when we actually introduced the accountability circle, that if you want to join us, you know, she has a class that she's currently promoting. It's a low ticket offer, but she's making money. Now, she will make money from this class away from sewing for clients. These are things that you need to do. These are things that you need to do. A lot of persons these days don't even have that time to go to one store and be learning how to do something. And sometimes they just want to, what they want to learn now, they just go on social media. They just go on YouTube. It just go on YouTube. So I'm going to be giving a shout out, because she actually, if she sent me the message personally, right? I saw it on my notification this evening while we're about to start this live, and I'm like, once we are done with this webinar, I'm going to promote that particular class. Now, this shout out is actually to Ahoza. I don't know if Ahoza is here. Well done. I want to say well done, well done. I see the things that you do, and it's very, in fact, it is so clear that you're actually putting the things that you learn from this webinar into practice, right? So well done, well done. So a lot of us too can actually learn from this, whatever business you are in, service-based, product-based. And you know that when it comes to service-based and product-based, we have different types as well. So we have the digital product, we have physical product. Right? We also have digital service, you have physical service. Okay, so you need to also understand your business. You need to understand your business better, and then you need to see how you can actually sell rightly to your target audience. I'm pretty sure that we do not have any other question, but I want to be sure that we all learned something tonight. So if you know you learned something really, really, really very valuable tonight, I want you to drop a fire emoji. Just drop a fire emoji. Let us see how much you learned tonight. Let's see how much you learned tonight. Drop a fire emoji, and also drop 1 or 2 things that you learned that can stand in as a review. Just drop something for us on the comments. Let's see it. So if you learned something tonight, please drop a fire emoji. Drop your fire emoji. If you learned something tonight, drop a fire emoji. Those on the YouTube. Tonight was really great. Tonight was really great. And I want you all to know that I am rooting for every one of you. I'm rooting for every one of you. And of course, you already know that the community group is open for us to actually get to connect with ourselves, for us to ask questions when necessary, where we probably feel that we need assistance in. We should definitely ask those relevant questions. Oh, Ayoza is here. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please, Ayoza is a fashion designer. She resides in Benin, but trust me, she's not even anyway location restricted. Okay. Any location you are, she can attend to you. All right. So just in case you want to make amazing outfits, and just also in case you want to also get to register for our class. So I'm going to also be giving her this opportunity to actually promote her class on the community group. So she's going to do that tomorrow. She has ended. Yes, she has ended. So she's going to actually get that done. So yeah, that is all for tonight. I want us to send in our reviews on the community group. Let's see others. Let's make others know that we learned something very important today. If you are not here, you missed a lot. If you are not here, you need to hurry to go and listen to the replay ASAP. All right. So as much as possible, let's see how we can get others to join us next time. Let's always share the flyers when it is out. Let's always, share with our friends, our communities, and the likes of them. So please, once we leave this session right now, all you have to do is to just go drop your review on the community group. All right, so that will be all for tonight's session. Just in case you have any other question as well too, and also for those who might probably watch the replay later and you have questions that you want to ask, please feel free to ask the question on the community group, and definitely you are going to get answers. So that's all for tonight. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining, and I love you and I'm rooting for you all. Good night.